or depending when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told out of Voice of Radio, so today we need to have a good old chat about some pretty exciting new Pokemon TCG products that have gone and been revealed. There are a bunch of them, we need to have a chat about them, and let's start off having a little bit of a chat about the Paradox Wisdom Premium Collection, because this one looks good. Now, this is a larger box. Now, it's currently being listed on Best Buy for $50, $49.99, and it is a product where you get a bunch of stuff. You get yourself a bunch of packs, 7 to be precise. You get yourself 3 EXs, you get yourself a Jumbo EX, and you get yourself a card stand. And this is one of those products where the cards are straight reprints. They're not actual promo cards, they're foil cards, they're cool, they're EXs, but they're not promos, they're not exclusive or anything like that. And you're not getting exclusive promos, and yet it is still going to be something I think that a lot of people are very, very excited about. And certainly it's one of those products that I would expect to be going on sale at some point. Not a guarantee, cannot stress that enough. But if it does end up going on sale at any point and you see it, might I suggest picking this one up? Because this one looks awesome. And what we've got here are Iron Crown, Iron Leaves, and Iron Boulder. No mucking about here. We are very clearly in the future Paradox Pokemon EXs. That's what we're talking about. That's what we've got. That is what the focus of the set is. And in terms of the cards, I mean, look, we've got Iron Leaves, which was initially pretty trendy as a Charizard counter, but I think it's fair to say fell out of favor. We've got Iron Boulder, which was for a while a bit of a trendy inclusion in future box decks with things like Miraidon, but again seems to have fallen by the wayside. And then we've got Iron Crown, which is really like the heart of those future box decks. And look, I'm not going to sit here and pretend that those future box decks have been winning all over. They haven't been. But have we seen a bunch of top 8s for them? Have we seen them coming around being genuine viable contenders? Oh yes, we have. So I think Iron Crown clearly the star among them. But I think there is... all of these have at least a little bit of potential. I think that's what I'm trying to say here. Cool cards, worth getting a little bit excited about. What else do you get? You get yourself a Jumbo Iron Crown. And look, it's cool. I believe it's exclusive. If I'm right about this, I believe it is an exclusive card. It's one, I don't think I've seen the Jumbo Iron Crown elsewhere. So being able to go and get this as an exclusive, as a Jumbo card, love it, big fan. Yeah, that's cool. And the card frame, I'm going to be honest with you, ladies and gentlemen, this card frame is actually really, really nice. I am a big fan of this card frame. It's one of the ones where you can store free cards in it, and it stores them really nicely. No, it does not have to be these 3 future Paradox Pokemon. It can be any trio of Pokemon. Maybe it's a loyal 3 that we're getting in Shrouded Fable. I don't know. But the point is, if you've got any trio of cards you want to be storing, this will work really rather nicely. Is it worth it for 7 packs? No, it's not. I ain't going to pretend that it is. Is it an extremely cool product that comes with 3 EXs, a Jumbo that you're not going to find elsewhere, and a really cool card frame as well as a bunch of packs? Yes. Yes, it is. Also have to point out here, because I do think this is important, remember we did see the ancient version of this as an Amazon exclusive a little while ago, the Paradox Fury Premium Collection that featured the equivalent trio of ancient future Pokemon with 7 packs and a Jumbo, and actually both times they got the best Jumbo. Raging Bolt is the best of these, Iron Crown is the best of the future, and the card frame, it's entirely equivalent, and it's really very cool. It's one which I think is a very cool product, but even if you don't love this one, if you ever see this on sale, it is a great one to pick up. But don't worry, we have more. We have the new Trainer's Toolkit, the Trainer's Toolkit 2004. And here's the thing. When I tell you about, best products to get if you're learning to play the game, if you want to get into playing competitively, if you want to get a bunch of cool cards, for a long time I was telling you to get the Trainer's Toolkit. But you'll notice the last couple of episodes of my best cards to buy right now, best products to buy right now, I haven't been saying this. And the answer is incredibly simple. We haven't had a good one. The Trainer's Toolkit, the last one we had, came out so long ago that it was essentially pointless at this stage. It just wasn't worth picking up. Well, I've got wonderful news for you. We do have a much better version of it now, and this is wonderful. So yay! Worth getting a little bit excited about. And what we've got here is just a phenomenal product for anyone that doesn't have a great collection of, playable staples. Here's what it says on the back of the box. Everything you need to build a powerful deck. Turn your card collection into playable, fun, and competitive Pokémon trading card game decks. Inside this box, you'll find a plethora of trainer cards and special energy cards, plus a deck builder's guide to putting them all together to create a deck that showcases your best Pokémon. You'll find everything you need to help you make the choices every deck builder faces. More strong Pokémon? More strategic trainer cards? How much energy is too much? Steer a course for completely new decks, original combos, and all the fun of head-to-head competition with the Pokémon TCG Trainer's Toolbox. And that's a very effusive way to put it, but it nails it right on the head. This is a great product if you're going, I want to play the game, I want to build a bunch of decks, what do I need to get started? You see cards on the front there, Tatsugiri, Iono, Arven, Buddy Buddy Poffin. They are staples in a lot of decks. We are not talking about fringe trainer cards that see a little bit of play here and there. We are talking about proper job, top tier cards that see a lot of play. It is great. Now, the exact contents are unknown right now. You do get a die, flipping die, 6 damage counter die. You get 2 counters, one for burn, one for poison, although both of them shown on the front are burn. That seems to be the generic one they use for counter, but that gets confusing. A trainer's guide for deck building guide, which is cool. You get yourself 65 sleeves, 50 cards, and you do even get 4 booster packs. Oh no! How lovely. It's nice to have some packs to open as well. And yeah, there's a Squawkabilly. We should probably talk about that. There is an exclusive print of Squawkabilly that cannot be found anywhere else. And as it stands, we are talking proper exclusive print. As far as I'm aware, and as always, happy to be corrected in the comment section if I'm mistaken, this is one we haven't even seen in Japan yet. Not even Japan have got this Squawkabilly EX right now. It is an exclusive print, and it is really rather awesome. Of course, when we talk about Squawkabilly, obviously, we had the regular one. And then in the same set, we had the full art. And then in the same set, we had the lovely, wonderful special illustration rare, or however you want to phrase it, by Amelakart, which is one of my favorites. It is absolutely stunning. And then, of course, we also got a shiny version in Paldea Evolved. So, I'm not saying we needed another print of Squawkabilly. We definitely didn't. But I am saying I'm pretty gosh darn glad we got one. So yeah, this one makes me very, very, very happy indeed. Love this. Love that we're getting this. It's got something cool for collectors in this new Squawkabilly, but it is one of those cards that genuinely I cannot recommend highly enough. If you're a new player or you want to get competitive or you just don't have a big enough pool of competitive cards, this is awesome. At the complete opposite end of the spectrum, we have a couple of new EX decks. One featuring Iron Leaves. Yes, the same Iron Leaves that came around in the pack I showed you a minute ago. And Tapu Koko. And as it stands, they are actually the worst EX battle decks we've had. Because you'll notice that the Iron Leaves is the same artwork as the last one, which is not good. And you will notice that the Tapu Koko is the same art as the last one. They're not alternate art, they're not exclusive cards, and for that reason, they're actually pretty disappointing. I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. Generally, these EX decks have either a brand new card, as in an EX card, which is really good, but they generally have an alternate art at the very least. There is an outside chance that what's actually happened here is that they're using a placeholder image, which has happened with EX decks before. Houndoom and another one, they were actually shown off as regular art initially, and then it turned out that was a placeholder image and they did have alternate art afterwards. So there is a chance here. I'm telling you there's a chance that they are in fact alternate art, new versions of the cards, etc. But we need to prepare for the fact that these are literally just reprinted cards. And I'm sorry, I'm not a big fan in that regard. We have had a look at the back of the Iron Leaves EX deck, but there's nothing there which is particularly exciting. We've weirdly not had a look at the back of the Tapu Koko EX deck, so I'm going to tell you about these what I always tell you. If you're learning to play the Pokemon TCG and you want a bunch of decks to play against each other, these are cool products. But even in that regard, you should be buying these last because the others have either exclusive EXs or alternate arts. They are level 1 products, they are beginner level products, they're fine, but they're not particularly good or exciting. And if they really don't even have alternate art EXs, I do think that is a bit of a problem because they don't even hit the collector market for making you get a new promo. Sorry about that. These are coming out on October the 18th for $9.99, and that's per deck, not for the pair, obviously. And I should say that the Trainer's Toolkit also comes out on October the 18th for $35. So there we go. Bunch of new products, but now it's over to you guys. I've given you my honest opinion about them. I've told you what you need to know. So now it's over to you guys. Tell me what you think about all of this in the comment section. Get us. Be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi. That's where we talk about Pokemon and a whole bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCGradio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all kinds of fun things. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.